the dangers of secret drinking. There is still to this day a huge stigma regarding alcohol abuse. When I had problems 20 plus years ago, I was so embarrassed about it all. I was an adult. Shouldn't have been embarrassed by it. But I hid it as much as I could. From my parents, other members of my family. Even the doctor looked down at me, I think. Oh, you can just stop. Why are you drinking so much? I was hit with a wall of difficulty. That's the best way of putting it. I didn't set out to become an alcoholic. I still felt everyone thought, oh, it's all your fault. You did it yourself. I still get a lot of comments on the channel from people who don't understand the complexities of it all and how it catches up with you, how it gets a grip of you, how it can control your life very quickly. And this sets off a lot of people with secret drinking. And you become anxious by it, having to hide things, having to hide your expenses, having to go to different shops to buy alcohol. You don't be seen as having a problem. No other illness is hidden like this. And alcohol's everywhere. And it's really difficult to actually be confident about your problem. And I'm sober confident. If somebody says to me, why don't you drink? I said, I've got a problem with alcohol. I don't drink. If I even ask people, why do you drink? I'm not confident. But I wasn't. I didn't want to bring it in the limelight, in the forefront, with my employers. I didn't want to tell my family. My ex-wife knew about it, obviously, because she lived with me. I didn't want to tell my daughter in the end. And I became introvert because of that. You lose your confidence. And this is how it controls you. If people were more accepting of it, then I'm sure we'll get more help at an earlier stage, rather than hitting rock bottom, which I did, or even passing away, which a lot of people have. Because they're frightened to tell people. Starting new relationships, friendships. Why don't you drink? It's so unusual. Even now it's unusual not to drink. And you look down upon. I remember I was in Rake Lane Hospital, which is in the northeast, and a particular consultant came in there, and I heard him. I was quite savvy. Some of the patients were out of it, but I wasn't. Quite bright. I was quite bright even when I was ill, if that makes sense. Listening. And I heard him say to one of the junior doctors, I think one of the lads was in there with me, said he couldn't face going home or something. And he said something very derogatory along the lines of, oh, this lot will be better off in here. They'll love it in here better because they've got no life. What a thing to say from a doctor. I'll never forget it. It was along those lines. There's very little compassion, very little caring in that hospital. I mean, there might be some people get some great care, I don't know, but I didn't. And when I heard that doctor say that, I actually asked one of the other doctors, what's that guy's name? And I didn't put a complaint, I was too ill for all that, really. But I thought that's how we're viewed, this lot. Who've harmed themselves, basically, that's what he was trying to say. And we are looked down upon, I feel. That's my view only. But I think a lot of people do the live chats with at night broadcasts on the channel, on the WhatsApp groups, will all agree with me. It's very difficult to get help because of the stigma. And lots of people who won't go to get help because of this. They're frowned upon. Oh, you drink too much. It's your fault, you're just a drunk. That's what people think of us. We're just drunks. We did it to ourselves. But to me, it's an addiction. It is an addiction, isn't it? The guys that do one-to-one mentoring with and support and things, guys and girls, they're all bright folk. Maybe overthinkers, got themselves in a bit of trouble, a bit of childhood trauma, whatever it is. They drink because they're addicts, not because they want to drink. My last stint of drinking between 2014 and 2019, I didn't enjoy one drink. I was doing it because I felt the need to do it when I had such bad withdrawals and seizures. And when you've had withdrawals and seizures, you can't stop. If you stop, suddenly you'll be very ill. It can kill you. And there's not enough compassion and care, I don't think. Again, my view only. So you've got to be strong. You've got to fight it. And if you need help, get in touch with somebody. Get in touch with as many people as you can. Get in touch with me, other people on different channels. Anybody who deals in alcohol, anybody who's recovering. And don't be frightened to tell them how you feel, because it should be taken as seriously as cancer, heart attacks, all that sort of thing. It's not. It isn't. I know it isn't. I feel it myself. I don't drink. People look down on you because of that. You've got to turn around, like I say, and I say, why do you drink? I don't need any stimulants to make me happy anymore. And I know I've made a bit of a mess of things because of the alcohol, but I'm back on track now. I've been lucky. The sooner you stop, the better. And forget about the negative people. When you get sober, you realise that there's so many negative people in your life, and they can bring you down within a second. You have to rise above that. When I was ill, I couldn't rise above that. I felt very vulnerable. Now I'm super confident again, because I don't drink. And I see people who are the same age as me, younger than me, looking pretty terrible now. And I'm doing all right because I've stopped drinking. And because I can help people like you. I got a lot of positive feedback. So you've got to be strong. You have to have this mindset. I'm not going to drink today. Every day will get better. It's difficult initially. I was in hospital for 2.5 years. And when I came out, I was very, very thin, very deconditioned. Didn't feel well, really, but I knew I was over the worst. I'd passed the stage of being seriously ill. And I thought, I'm going to get strong again. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop for life now, because if I drink again, I'll be dead. I knew that. You can tell in your own mind, your own body will let you know when the end is nigh. And you have to put the brakes on it and stop completely then. There's no starting up the car again. You know, have 2 years off and then start up again. That's what's happened to a lot of people who've passed away that I know. Relapsing. And don't let people put you down. Don't let the negative people pull you down. Always strive to mix with better people. If you're in a room with 4 overweight people, you'll be the 5th. If you're in a room with 4 negative people, you'll be the 5th. Be the exclusive minority who doesn't drink, who looks well, who eats well, who has a good life, who has a few more pound in their pocket because they're not wasting it on poison. That's the way you've got to look at it. And you get your power back. Be present. Mix with different people. Get yourself fit again. As Gordon Ramsay said, TV chef, buy the best food you can afford. Drink plenty of water. Do a bit of exercise. Read, learn. Open up your mind again. Doesn't matter how old you are, you can get back on track. And I'm here to help you. I want to see everybody back on track. Because it's a terrible, terrible disease. It's a killer. It causes lots of accidents. It's linked with 7 cancers. Kidney problems, liver problems, heart attacks, strokes, even bone disease, neuropathy, and, brain damage. Lots of things go wrong with it. Accidents and suicides, which are actually on an increase, So think positive. Don't be put down. Forget about the stigma. I know it's easy for me to say, but you've got to be yourself. Only you can pull yourself around. Nobody else can do it for you. I'm here if you need help. I do broadcasts at night, most nights, one-to-one mentoring. I took an ebook out as well. All of this has been the links in the videos. Give me a shot if you need any help. I'll speak to you soon. Be confident.